Good morning, welcome to the CBS AM debrief. I'm David Combe. It's Thursday the 28th of October and almost the month of October out of the way. Certainly shaping up there to look pretty good, but what is starting to come onto the radar clearly is this shifting expectation about what the US Federal Reserve will do to stimulate the economy there. And I'm just reading some stuff here this morning with comparisons to it being a giant Ponzi scheme. No doubt Bernie Madoff would be proud. And comparisons with Japan and its zombie companies kept alive with the easy monetary policy, and then of course the lost decade that followed. So yeah, some concerns as to what's really going to happen on November 3rd. I think it is when Bernanke comes out with his pronouncements. So a few things to be worried about, and certainly yesterday we saw the local market sold off 40 odd points. I don't know, some of that was the fear and uncertainty coming through with investors preparing to take some profits. Let's take a look at see exactly what the indices closed out overnight in the US, Europe, and our region. So we had the Dow off 43, so really not too bad a figure, I believe. It was actually significantly lower at one stage. In fact, we'll have a look at that on the Falcon Trader in a minute. S&P 500 down 3.19 points, or 0.27%, so not doing as badly. And then the tech-heavy Nasdaq has been doing very well of late. That was up nearly 6 points. In Europe, slightly worse a picture with most of the majors off about 1%. The Euro top 50, FTSE, CAC, DAX, and Milan and Madrid following suit. As I just mentioned, the local market now at 4,648, Hang Seng at 23,164, and the Nikkei at 9,387 was up just a fraction. Picture on the futures is really flat at the moment for the States. Still a long way out there to open, I guess. Europe, again, pointing down at this point. Our market's pointing up 13, so really just probably marking time. The Hang Seng's pointing down 508, and the Nikkei down 60. Commodities. Crude was down 82, or down about 54 cents. We're going to see in a minute, but the US dollar index did strengthen, so we'd expect a lot of commodities to come under pressure price-wise. Coffee was at 200, down a little bit. Corn up about 1%, 577. Cotton 123. I don't know when that will stop, but clearly it's had a bit of a pause here. In fact, I think that's the down limit for trading for the day. I'll have to check on that. The wheat was at 702 3/4 per pound. Sugar at 28.59 was up 2.25%. Oats at 370, down 1. Rough rice at 15.17, which was up 0.115, 11 cents. Soy we've covered. Copper 378.05 was off 2.3%. And then gold, as we expect, has come under pressure. 13.25 was down 13 dollars, nearly 1%. A similar move down to silver. Euro is buying 1.3768 US dollars, 1.5773 US dollars was bought by the pound. US dollar is buying 81.7580 yen, and the Aussie is buying 0.972 US dollars, and the US dollar is buying 1.0281 Canadian dollar and 0.9904 Swiss francs. If anything's looking close to parity here, clearly it is the Swiss franc, and make it pretty easy to do the calculation there. Okay, so let's have a look now at the economic calendar for this Thursday. We can see that we've got a first up, not specified a time there, but a Japanese rates decision expected to be kept at 0.1%, and the previous was 0.1. Got some US housing data out, and that is already out. So home sales, in fact, that's quite a healthy figure. The actual was 6.6, previous was 4.2, and the forecast was 4.2, and the previous was 1.1. New home sales 307. Again, a little bit better than expected, and the previous there. So that's actually quite encouraging data there. Bank of New Zealand rates decision today. Expected to stay. Sorry, that's already out, and it stayed at 3%. I'm just getting a little bit. Got to keep up with the time here apparently. Okay. Japan retail sales, retail trade, month on month and year on year, just prior to 11 a.m. our time, and then conference board meeting index out locally, had the UK early this evening, house prices, and German unemployment change for October. Forecast is for negative 30,000. The previous month was negative 40,000 jobs. The rate is expected to decline slightly to 7.4% from 7.5. So probably nothing there that's going to really create too much, unless we see a surprise number there, I would suspect. Okay, let's take a look now at that US dollar index in the Falcon Trader. And just going to see if we can't see where we're at here. Okay, so yeah, clearly we are seeing I think a bit of a confirmation of a turning here, this sort of rounding pattern, and yes, 80. Perhaps even 82 to the upside might be realistic. Yes, or certainly 80 to go back to that low there. I guess we'll see what happens there. Just having a quick look now at our local index. Sounding like a bit of a broken record here, but yes, that level 4,700 continues to hold. And if we continue to see this move along here, probably expect it to come back down to one of these Fibonacci levels, perhaps. 4,500 might not be unrealistic. Again, our topside target is at 48.61, but with all this noise in here, that's looking perhaps less likely. Okay, just trying to find our gas here, because of course we've got the gas warrant. See what that did overnight. Okay, this is a continuous contract, so it's not the exact figures. Had a slight move lower. And okay, so clearly that has now moved up quite strongly here on this continuous chart, which is quite encouraging. So this net change figure is obviously from the end of the charting period. Let's take a look at the yen, which is getting to a level again where some of the exporters there are starting to make a lot of noise about their competitiveness, and so this is perhaps one to watch for some Bank of Japan intervention. In fact, the last time we saw that was in September, and we can see that resulting in a big move up. It didn't stop the rot for long though, and the yen continued to strengthen. So yeah, watch that one. We would expect that we might get a similar sort of move to the upside. Just having a look here at what else we can check out. There's probably really not that much more that's moved around here. So we might wrap up proceedings here, and thanks as always for your attention, and we'll speak again very soon. Bye for now.